Welcome to Moama on Murray Houseboats. We really hope you enjoy your stay with us on the mighty Murray River. My name is Damien and I'm going to show you through now a few features of your houseboat, including your safety equipment. The first thing we'll show you how to operate on the boat is the spar. The spar's got a control panel right here, and it's important to know how each of the buttons work. First thing I'll show you is how to heat the spar. So we're on 34.6 degrees at the moment. If you want to increase the temperature to 38, you just press the up button. When you get to 38, you press OK, and that's locked in. And we can see here that the spar heater is coming on, and the flame indicates that it's heating. If we want to decrease the temperature, we just press the down. If we want to finish it at 34 degrees, get it to 34, press OK. Now that's set in to cool the spar down to 34. Each of these buttons here makes the jets come on. These are your bubbles. And these are your party lights. This button here is a sanitise button. If you press this on, the pump will come on for 20 minutes and it will circulate the water directly through the filters, helping to sanitise. If you're going to press this, it's a good time to do it when you finish with the spar. And if you notice that it's cloudy, all you need to do is put a bit of bromine in. It's already got bromine in it circulating automatically for you to keep it hygienic. But if it can't keep up with how much you're using it and it goes a little bit cloudy, then all you need to do is put about a dessert spoonful of this in it, press your sanitise button, and that's going to help to clear it all up. Everything I've told you about the spar, we also have in instructions up on the wall here. So if you forget about it, that'll help you to understand as well. So we'll do a bit of a walk around of the top deck now, and I'll show you where some of your safety equipment is. In this cupboard here, you've got your life jackets in case of emergency. These are all adult life jackets. So if you've got any children that are smaller, we have some also that we can fit up for them over in the office before you head off. Over here, in this cupboard, we have our fire buckets. So you have 2 of those in there in case of emergency. And also up here, you can see that we have 4 bins for your rubbish, and if you do want to recycle your cans and bottles, you can choose one bin to do that in, and we can recycle that for you. We have some more safety equipment beside the barbecue here. We have a fire blanket and a fire extinguisher, and to operate the barbecue we have a gas valve located underneath this side here. At the moment it's in the off position, so to turn it on all we need to do is point it the way of the line. Once you've done that, all you need to do is pull the front down and it just lights up like your normal barbecue at home. I'll explain how your services work on the boat now. You've got 1,000 litres of fresh drinking water, and you access your drinking water in the curve taps. This one here and the same one down in the kitchen downstairs, and they're marked drinking water. The rest of the boat is filtered river water, which is perfectly fine for washing your dishes and bathing in, but it's no good for drinking and cooking, so make sure you use the drinking water for your cooking purposes. We've got a massive water storage on the boat. It's around about 4,500 litres, and we capture all of your wastewater in these waste tanks underneath the boat. So there's ample storage for a week for up to 10 people, but the main thing to keep in mind is that we are capturing all of your water, so try and minimise the amount of water that goes down your sinks and drains, so that we don't prematurely fill your tanks. Your TV aerial is just on the top up here on the roof, and you can actually just twist that around. So if you're not getting good reception throughout the boat on your televisions, just turn that aerial around and that's going to clear it up. You have a 100-litre esky on the boat up the top deck here as well, and around about 4 to 5 bags of ice is a good amount to fill that. I'll complete a walkthrough of your back deck now and show you some of the things that we have on board. Your gas supply is here, and we have 2 45 kilogram bottles to supply all of your appliances on the boat. And you have 5 gas appliances. That's your gas heater for the spa, that's your barbecue, your hot water, your heating for inside, and also your cooking in the kitchen. So if any of those appliances are not working during your stay, it's most likely to do with just running out of gas in your bottle. I'll show you now how to change bottles over. All you need to do that is open up the new bottle, like that, and turn over the valve in the centre to face the new bottle. Then that appliance should work. Also on your back deck here, you've got a life ring here with a rope that you can throw out if someone is struggling in the water, has gone for a swim and can't get back to the boat. And we've also got a life ring here that you can just throw out to them. Generally speaking, if someone falls into the river and they're not a strong swimmer, it's best to just tell them to swim to the side, not back to the boat. Then they're using the current to help them to get over to the bank and to safety. Sometimes if you try and get back to the boat, the current's too strong. Underneath the back deck here, you have a generator, and the generator comes on and off depending on how much power you're using on the boat. So at night we have a lockout period from around about 10 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. You shouldn't hear your generator come on during those hours unless you're using things of high load, like your dishwasher or your air conditioning. We have a massive power bank in under the stairs that's got your batteries. The brain of the electrical system is your inverter. That's underneath the stairs as well. You should not need to worry about any of that. When you use power on the houseboat, it should be just like using power at home. There's no extra switches to go and turn off to run the generator. It's all automatic. We also have 5 kilowatts of solar on your roof, supplying power during the daylight hours, topping up your batteries and also running things on the boat. We're downstairs now in your kitchen and living area, and this is where your control panel is located for your air conditioner. I'll show you how the buttons work now. The first button controls the fan, so you always want that on. Second button gives you the option of low power or high power. And the third button turns on the water pump. Otherwise, it's just a fan. So you must have that on for it to be air conditioning. It's an evaporative unit, so always leave a little bit open in your window or your door to allow the air to flow through. Next, I'll show you where your heater is. It's a gas heater, very, very simple. It's just on and off, so you can turn it on there and just up and down for the temperature. Very straightforward. We're at the front of the boat now, and this is where the action happens. This is where we drive from. I'm going to show you through the helm controls now, but firstly we have another fire extinguisher up here in the event of emergency. Up onto the instrument panel now. This is your diesel fuel gauge for your generator. This is your petrol fuel gauge for your outboard engines. These are your navigation lights here, but you don't drive at night anyway, so you're not going to require those. This is your bilge alarm here. That tells you that there's water in your generator pod, and the pumps come on to get rid of the water automatically for you. This is your horn here. These are your tachometers. This is your rudder indicator. If it's pointing to the left, it means that your boat will go to the left. If it's pointing to the right, it means that your boat will go to the right. This is your GPS here, and it just turns on and off with this button up the top here. And this is your reversing camera, and it just turns on and off with this button. These are your keys to start your engines. And these are your hand controls, and these need to be in neutral for your engines to start. Your first aid kit's just up in this cupboard here. It's marked with a sticker. It's a big first aid kit, and your torches are in this front cupboard as well. While we're here, I'll show you how to make up the bed. We just move these cushions forward, like that, and pull down the bed. All your linen is already made up on the bed, and your pillows and your doona are up in the cupboards here. In the back of your operating instructions is an emergency plan. This tells you where all of your safety equipment is on the boat and what to do and who to call in the event of an emergency. We have some emergency procedures here, and that describes what to do in certain scenarios. So it's good to look through those and just have a think through some of those potential things that could happen while you're on the boat. We have a CPR chart for your use in case of emergency. Heading to the front of the book, we have some welcome information and how to drive the houseboat, a few tips, some general things to be aware of on the river, another emergency plan and safety equipment. And this one explains how things work on the boat. So if something doesn't work while you're on the boat, you can come to this information and that should tell you how to fix it. And then how your services work on the boat as well. I'll take you through your maps now. Starting at Moama on Murray Houseboats, under the Echuca Moama Bridge, we'll head upstream. The first obstacle we come to is this green buoy. On the map it says avoid inside of the bend. Green buoy, pass on the New South Wales side of the marker. New South Wales. So when we come to this buoy, we need to pass on the New South Wales side of the marker. When we come back downstream, be on the New South Wales side of the marker. The next obstacle we come to is this red buoy. When you pass that, it says avoid the inside of the bend. Red buoy, pass on the Victorian side of the marker. Victoria. So we need to be on the Victorian side when we go past, and when we come back, be on the Victorian side of that marker. The next obstacle is Horseshoe Lagoon. We have a no entry sign there. Please don't go into the lagoon because you can get stuck. Turning over the page and heading upstream towards the Goulburn River, we see that lagoon again. It takes around about 3.5 hours to get to the Goulburn River junction, and that's your upstream limit. Please don't go past the Goulburn River junction because you can get stuck as it gets shallower and narrower. Always be parked on the Victorian side of the river unless you know there's good access on the New South Wales side. The reason being is that in case of emergency, we can access you through these four-wheel drive tracks much more quickly than coming by boat. It may only be 15 to 20 minutes by four-wheel drive as opposed to 1 hour by boat. So it's a good protection in case of emergency. Heading back down to Echuca and going downstream, back to Moama on Murray Houseboats, heading through town, you're going to need our assistance heading downstream. So we come on the boat with you if you want to go through town, just to help you through. It only takes 15 to 20 minutes. Once you're through town, you're self-sufficient and you can come back through town yourself because it's much easier to control the boat heading into the current. We're always there to help you though in case, if you do want our assistance to come back through town, we're always there to help you. Heading downstream, we have information of where to park to access Echuca and where to park to access Morrison's Winery. We have a no entry sign into the Campaspe River. Heading on to the next map, we're back outside of Echuca into the State Forest and National Park, heading down towards Turrumbary Weir. We have all the maps here for you to be able to navigate your way down to the weir. It's around about 88 kilometres and we have only ever had 1 or 2 people go all the way to Turrumbary because it is so far. Keep in mind that your boat is travelling an average of 5 kilometres per hour. So if you do have expectations for where you want to be, it's good to have a conversation with our team before your arrival or go through these maps and just make sure you're aware of how much travel time you're going to be required to do. If you need to come back to the marina at any time during your stay, you're going to need our assistance in order to moor your boat. So please give us plenty of notice so that we can be there at the time that you want us. Keep in mind also that if you have any plans for your time on the boat, any bookings anywhere, if you have guests that are coming late, discuss your plans with our staff and they may be able to help make things easier for you. You have all the information now to begin your holiday. When you're ready to go, head to the office and let one of our friendly staff know that you're ready for your driving lesson. We really hope you enjoy your stay with us.